This has to be one of the silliest songs I've ever heard. I've only ever heard it in context of things that are silly, as opposed to, like, what it's actually from, which is the game. It's making me kind of want to play Tomodachi Life, but I don't know. There is a new one coming out. Silly Sunday! I like that. I should have called it Silly Sunday. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. So, I know that you may be shocked. You may be surprised. You may be scratching your chin and your head at the same time wondering, Cake, this isn't VR chat. This isn't a normal Sunday Bunday, and there's a reason for that. So, for no reason at all, in particular, this week's Sunday Bunday is going to be moved to Tuesday. Why Tuesday? I don't know. We'll have to find out, but scratching my balls in confusion. Okay. Hi, everybody. So, but in the meantime, to keep you amused on this very important Sunday, we're gonna be doing tier lists. Now, I actually have 3 lined up. I don't know if we're gonna, like, do all of them, but we're gonna start with a really important one, right? Also, can you hear the music? Can you hear me? So confused, I'm scratching my hand, right? Oh, just burping. Cool, okay, you can hear me. So Corey sent me this this list in particular, and I was very fascinated by it, right? And what's also nice is that he sent me this picture so that we can actually see it, right? Now, I haven't had a lot of these, but I have eaten many hot dogs. Hot dogs are one of my favorite things ever. And it is interesting that there are this many ways to perform a hot dog. Perform a hot dog. Perform the making of a hot dog. Yokai, thank you for the sub, by the way. Almost 3 months. God damn, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to do it in order. Because, again, this is going to be a learning experience. We need to get something out of the way first, Cake. Is it a sandwich or a taco? Okay. A hot dog is technically a sandwich. Now, that's something an evil person would say, but it's true. It is technically a sandwich. To some people, a Pop-Tart is a sandwich, you know? But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Amsterdam. Let's see what an Amsterdam hot dog is. Zivu, Era, thank you for the sub. I think that's how you say your name. Oh god, it's not in the same order. Okay. Amsterdam. Long hot dog in a bun, covered in pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese, then broiled. Okay, that sounds base. That actually sounds really good. It's like a pizza hot dog. Being that I am a pizza enjoyer, I'm gonna have to put that pretty high. That sounds delicious. Like, because not only do you have all the good pizza ingredients, but it's also broiled, so it's like slightly melted. Being that I'm a big pizza boy, that sounds delicious. Jack, thank you for the sub. Oh, we're gonna fly through this list, and don't worry, I got other ones. Pulled up. Argentina. Let's take a look. We gotta find Argentina. Okay, chorizo link in a soft hero roll, slathered with chimichurri and pickled red onion / tomato. That sounds so fucking delicious. That sounds interesting. The only thing I'm not really fucking with is the hero roll. Well, no, hero rolls aren't, like, crusty, are they? It's soft, so I'm not a big fan of, like, crunchy, crispy bread. I like my bread to be soft. Where's the Twinkie wiener sandwich? Hang on. See if I can get a picture of it. That's such an unflattering picture. Let's do this one by binging Babbage. You are so right. Okay, we've remedied this. Okay, back to the Amsterdam hot dog. Or Argentina, sorry. Now, as a fan of chorizo and all these things, this sounds like fresh. This sounds like a really, really, really good hot dog. But is it a hot dog? This is more of a sausage. So I'm gonna actually have to dock it points for that. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. But it's not a hot dog. Bagel dog. Alright, let's take a look. We gotta go to Reddit. Hot dog wrapped in an everything bagel dough, baked and served with mustard. You had me until it's just got mustard. I'm kind of in a weird phase with mustard right now. I like mustard, don't get me wrong. But I've gotten very, very sick with something that was mustardy not too long ago. So I'm kind of like traumatized by mustard. It's not like a pig in a blanket, kind of. The bagel dough, however, I do like everything bagels. Everything bagels are my favorite bagel by far. So, but here's the thing, what if it's too chewy? Like, I don't mind bagel sandwiches, but I don't know if the texture is any good. Pig, that's a hog in a quilt. I'm gonna go ahead and put in like B for now, cause beef or bagel. How about that? That's not a bad thing to do, right? All right, what's the next one? Baltimore. That's the wrong tier list. Okay, Baltimore. Where is Baltimore? The bigger challenge is actually finding it on the list. I don't know why it's not in the right order. New York, Guatemala. Fried bologna wrapped around a fried hot dog with mustard on a squishy bun. You know, the fuck you Baltimore thing is coming back, because that's just... I'm not gonna say that's bad, but that's like weed food, right? That sounds like something you'd make when you're really, really high. The mustard with bologna, I don't know if I fuck with it. Also, the squishy bun. What do you mean squishy bun? Why is the bun squishy? Let me actually look up a Baltimore hot dog. Actually, we're gonna have to look at... Oh no, that's even less appealing. It's literally just a normal hot dog bun with bologna wrap. I don't know, man. This doesn't sound that good to me. This sounds like something, like I said, you make this when you're really, really high, and then you get a stomach ache from it. I don't know. I'm just kind of not a fan. Let me move this a little bit closer. Yeah, IRL. Okay. Fried bologna, fried hot dog. This isn't something I'd pay money for, you know? This is something that you go to your friend's house, and they're like, yo, you want a Baltimore bologna hot dog? I'm like, being that I'm both hungover and high as shit, I'll be like, yeah, of course, sure, because it's free. This do be kind of a girl dinner kind of thing, isn't it? It's getting a C. It doesn't sound horrible, but it doesn't sound good. I might even rank that lower later. Alright, Brazil. Let's find a Brazil hot dog. What's a Brazil hot dog? Let's zoom in so you guys can get a good look at it. Brazil. A hot dog on a split roll, pico de gallo, corn, grated parmesan, shredded carrots, diced ham, cilantro, and shoestring fries. So, you know how Brazil is most famous for clown pizza? You know, where they just put random shit on a pizza? This is the hot dog version of that. It starts to sound okay. You got pico de gallo, but then you start getting corn, Parmesan, and then shredded carrots, diced ham, cilantro, juice. What? No! I'm not saying it's horrible, but none of this makes any sense. This is a Brazilian clown hot dog. No, I'm giving it a D. I'm sorry, Brazil. That's just... You need to get your shit together. Yeah, is the reason, like, Americanized Brazilian food is so weird, it's just because they don't, like, get it? Because I bet, like, native Brazilian food is fucking delicious, right? But every time I see, like, pizza or something, or hot dogs now... Jesus Christ. Okay, Carolina. That's getting a D. Not even close. Wait, what was it? Carolina? I'm dumb. Carolina. Hot dog on a bun with chili, chopped onions, and coleslaw. Coleslaw does not belong on a chili cheese dog. I understand the logic, right? Because you have the chili, and you have the acidity of the, I guess, the coleslaw cutting through it. But I bet that coleslaw is sweet. That sounds nasty. The more I think about it, the less I want it. No, that's going straight to D tier. That's going in the trash. I'm not a fan of that. Chicago! Ooh, the famous Chicago dog. See, that's how you know a hot dog is good, because people actually know what it is. Isn't coleslaw bitter? It depends. I'm not the biggest coleslaw man. I like my coleslaw a little bit less sweet. But if you buy coleslaw in a store, it is sweet and terrible. I'm not a fan. Chicago dogs, however. Hot dog, poppy seed bun, pickle spear, celery salt, tomatoes. Oh, Sasaku, thank you. Thank you for all the gift subs. It's the Chicago hot dog. Thank you, Corey. Whole pickled peppers, chopped onions, neon green relish, and mustard. Now, Chicago dogs are pretty damn good, right? However, it is hard to eat. That is its one problem. It seems... I'm gonna go ahead and put an A anyways, just because all the flavors are fantastic. It is a little hard to eat. It's not quite an S tier hot dog. Oh, hydrate, thank you. I have Sploosh tonight, which is the raspberry cream gamer subs. What am I doing? We have to, like, look up... I actually want to look up a Brazilian hot dog real quick. Before... We gotta... Remind me to show you pictures. Okay, it doesn't actually look that bad. But that's still way too much shit. I'm not a big fan of, like, shoestring fries. I'm not gonna lie. I think shoestring fries are, like, some of the worst. Anyway, let's do... Carolina hot dog. We gotta make up for time. I do not fuck with this in the slightest. It's like, they started to make a really good chili cheese dog and then put coleslaw on top of it, and it's just like, oh, come on, man. I'm like scraping it off. It doesn't belong there. However, Chicago dog. Now this right here. I like that there's a good amount of acidity in vegetables with this. There is as many vegetables as there is hot dog, and I really like that. That's what it usually looks like when you actually get it. It's just a fucking mess. It is hard to hold. I will say, it is hard to hold. Also, I don't know what green relish is. Okay, good lord, man. You gotta, like, that's a little too much relish. That's way too much green relish. What is green relish? Chicago-style relish. Let's go to Wikipedia real quick. Sweet pickle relish, unique color, is created by adding blue dye to... It's relish with food coloring. What is the point? Okay. Then again, like I've said many times, I'm a slut for novelty. So I look at that and I'm like, whatever, you know. I like food coloring. The Chicago dog is pretty damn good, though. I haven't had many of them. I wish that they were more readily available. But every bite is interesting. Alright, Chile. Not to be confused with a Chile dog. A Chile hot dog. What is a Chile hot dog? Where are you? Where are you, Chile? Hot dog in a bun with chopped tomatoes, sauerkraut, mashed avocado, and mayonnaise. I wish you could see my face right now. Chile hot dog. I spelled hot dog wrong. Okay, oh no. Avocado and mayonnaise, though. Well, I don't know. I'm not a sauerkraut. Would I try it? Maybe. Does it sound good? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it sounds that great. The sauerkraut really fucks it for me because I'm not a sauerkraut guy. Like, I'll tolerate sauerkraut, right? I'm okay with sauerkraut. But mixed with all that other shit, I don't know. Sauerkraut and mayonnaise makes me want to die. Just... And the avocado... What is the avocado doing there? It just doesn't feel right. Alright, China. A Chinese hot dog. A hot dog wrapped in a dumpling-like dough sprinkled with sesame seeds and baked. That's about as basic as you can get. China hot dog. These are... It's like a roll, you know? It's literally just like a hot dog in dumpling dough. It doesn't sound special. It doesn't sound bad. But it probably just is a hot dog, you know? There's no sauce, there's no toppings. It is just a hot dog. And I like just a hot dog, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I really do like a hot dog that's just plain, you know? But I don't know, man. What can you say? That's really boring. It's definitely food you'll walk with, yeah. Land, I don't know what that is. We're gonna have to use our detective. Is that a Cleveland? What is this? Oh. That's why I didn't recognize it. It's from Mario Kart 7. I'm skipping the song. Yeah, Yoshi music. There we go. Okay. So, I believe that's a Cleveland hot dog. Kielbasa in a bun, french fries, hot sauce, and coleslaw. Alright. Let's take a look at a Cleveland hot dog. I have opinions. Cleveland hot hang on, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, so this is high food. This is another one of those things where you make it because you're either very hungover or very high. I'm not really a kielbasa guy, to be honest. Like, German sausages and whatnot, you guys are gonna hate me for this, because, like, a lot of people love, like, sausages with, like, green peppers and onions, right? I'm not. I've had them enough, and I'm just like, if I never had a kielbasa again, I think I'd actually be fine. The hot dog, the hot sauce, the french fries, and the coleslaw. Again, it's just random bullshit. It's a random thing. It's not as disgusting sounding as this. But I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna put it... C is kind of like, you eat this when you're high kind of hot dog, you know? Alright, let's look at a Colombia hot dog. Colombia. Hot dog in a bun, as expected. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, pineapple, crushed potato chips, boiled quail egg. Let's give it a shot. Let's look at it. Colombia hot dog. Oh, mamma mia, this one really just slammed the quail eggs onto it. Okay. Not all of them have the quail eggs, though, so... Oh no, they scrambled them! Oh no, that's fruit. Okay, I'm seeing different things. There's not any consistent Colombia hot dog. But if we're going on this one, right? Where's the Colombian hot dog? Alright. It starts off kind of normal, right? Lot of toppings. That is a wet fucking hot dog. You are not getting out of this hot dog unscathed. You are getting your hands messy. Mayo, pineapple, crushed potato chips, boiled quail egg. The quail egg, I don't know if it adds anything to it, right? Because I understand chips, right? Unlike shoestring fries, chips do add a little bit of like a fun texture. Although it's not the best on a hot dog, admittedly. I think it's better on like a sandwich. The pineapple seems extremely unnecessary, as well as the boiled quail egg. Like, it's just not a good... I don't know, man. It's... Oh, hang on. We need to add a new tier. Because Colombia gets here... I'm putting these in F tier, though, right? Because this was so confusing. Yeah, the pineapple and quail egg is what really, like, puts me off. Also, it's got ketchup, mayo, mustard on a hot dog. I don't know, man. I don't know. BZ, never call me Doug Funny again. You don't realize how fucking insulting that is. Holy shit. Calling me Quailman, calling me Doug Funny is like calling me Chris Chan. Like... Holy moly. I once heard a thing that Doug is literally just Chris Chan. And the reason that is because Doug literally makes up stories in his journal about how people that make him mad, he ends up like becoming a superhero and beating them. That's a Chris Chan activity. So alright, Coney, ooh, classic. You all know what a Coney is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Potato dog, but where the heck is Coney? I know what a Coney cheese dog is, but I just want to look at it, you know? Bro, is it not on this list? Or am I stupid? What row is this? Like, I literally can't find it. Here it is. Okay, sorry. This was very round. This is the roundest looking hot dog. Short hot dog in a short bun with chili, chopped onions, and a pile of finely shredded cheddar. Guys, there's no even argument. Coney dogs are like one of the best things ever. I'm just gonna show you real quick. You know what a Coney dog is. It's just a classic chili cheese dog, right? Sometimes you can put mustard on it. I don't do that. But literally, this is all you need. The onions really do add something to it. I like a lot more cheese on my Coney dogs. Also, you know who likes these? Sonic the Hedgehog. And is Sonic wrong? No. Coney is an easy S tier. That's why it might be the GOAT, you know? But, getting a little bit weirder, let's go to the Czech Republic, which is a sentence you will never hear me say. Not for any particular reason. I just don't know anything about the Czech Republic. Hot dog in a roll with a hole punched to the lengthwise, cooked and coated in ketchup and mustard. Let's take a look. Czech Republic hot dog. Okay, that's... So it is a hot dog that is easier to eat. I don't know about you, this feels like the Greg's sausage roll of hot dogs. It does look sad, but it's like a portable hot dog, I don't know. I don't mind it. I'm just gonna put it in B. I got nothing against it. It looks easy to eat. All right, Denmark. Let's take a look at what a Denmark hot dog is. A long hot dog. You see, I like my hot dogs long. That's something you should know about me. If you are letting me choose the hot dog, and the choices are a hot dog that is a normal size where it like fits the bun, or one that is longer than the bun, I'm picking the longer one. I like my hot dogs long, my man. All right, long hot dog and a bun, pickle chips. Ooh, remoulade. What is remoulade? Hang on. I've never even heard of that. Remoulade. What is this? It is a cold sauce. Sorry, this is a learning experience. Remoulade is a cold sauce, although similar to tartar sauce. It's more yellowish, flavored with curry, and often contains pickles. It can also contain horseradish. All right, now I hope it doesn't by default contain horseradish, because that completely ruins it. I fucking hate horseradish. I hate horseradish so much. But let's move on. Ketchup, mustard, fried onions, and chopped onions. Let me look at a Denmark hot dog in Denmark. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of fuck with this. Like, is it a hot dog that... Okay, that one has fries all over it. No. Is it a hot dog that looks like it was slightly high when you made it? Maybe a little bit. But everything here makes sense. I love pickles. And given the choice, I will be putting pickles on hot dogs. So I'm already a fan of that. Oh, we gotta hydrate. Thank you. That sounds good, man. I don't know if it's as good as the Chicago dog, but I'm giving it a very high B. Right? Very, very, very high B. Ooh, Wario music! Cool. The remoulade, I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little worried about that, because especially if it might be the weird thing about this. Everything else sounds amazing. But again, I've never had it, so maybe? Brazil is on F. Yes, Brazil is on F. You know what? Brazil is below F. There you go. It gets its own tier. Because it's Brazil. And I don't know what's going on in Brazil. They will throw things together and be like, this is food. Alright, moving on. Denver. Let's see what a Denver. Hot dog in a bun, as expected. Chopped red onion, ooh, as opposed to white onion. Green chili sauce, sour cream, and chopped jalapenos. You know, it's like a half taco, half hot dog. A Denver hot dog. Let's take a look at it. You know, it doesn't sound bad. The sour cream's a little weird, but everything on it sounds like a kind of nice, fresh, crispy experience. And crispy, I mean, in terms of feeling. What if someone from Brazil is watching? Then they probably understand. I've seen what your pizza looks like. I'm not surprised your hot dogs are just as chaotic. Denver, however, doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like super duper amazingly good. It sounds like it's trying to be a taco. But I'm gonna put it in B tier. B for Denver, you know. I would try this. I'd probably rather try the Denmark dog over the Denver dog. But it sounds good. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Dodger dog. Okay, we're gonna have to find whatever that is. The Dodger dog. Here we go. A foot-long dog. Delicious. In a foot-long bun. Ketchup, mustard, chopped onions, and relish. Okay, so it is basically a chili cheese dog without the chili. What is a Dodger? Hang on. It's got its own Wikipedia page. That's how you know it's important. The Wikipedia page on this hot dog is longer than the Wikipedia page on me will ever be. Let's see. It's an LA hot dog, gotcha. Pork wiener wrapped in a steamed bun, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't look bad. It kind of seems mid, though. You know? Just a little bit, because it's just a normal dog that's like almost a chili cheese dog. It's got the relish and stuff. The chopped onions, I think, is what kind of puts it over the normal hot dog range. But at the same time, if you handed me this, I'm not going to complain. I'm putting it in B. Like, it's as normal as a hot dog gets. I want to go to an LA Dodgers game and try that hot dog. Oh, so it's like famous. Okay, well, it does have its own Wikipedia page. Of course it's famous. Alright. Next to the Dodger, we have the Doyer dog. A foot-long hot dog and a foot-long bun, mustard, nacho cheese, pickled jalapenos, and salsa. Alright. This is almost good. This is almost good, but they fuck it up in one terrible way. It is... Here comes the Doyer dogs! This is almost a good hot dog. It's like a nacho hot dog, right? But they ruin it with one problem. They put mustard on it. So... when you think you're biting into like a nacho cheese, you know, pickled jalapeno salsa thing, you're getting also mustard mixed into all that, which I don't know why you would put mustard on that. The flavor profile just gets thrown off completely. I don't know how I feel about that. But then again, maybe it's good, you know? Maybe it's not bad. It is a little bit of a stoner hot dog, but it's not bad. I'm gonna put that in like C, just because I really, really like the idea of it, but it has mustard on it, you know? Is there not an option to say hold the mustard? You know what? Hang on. Add a row below. We're gonna call this one... We're gonna call this one hold the mustard. A hold the mustard tier means it's almost really good, but just don't put the mustard on it. Was there any other hot dogs that just have like mustard on it that kind of fucks it up? I forgot. What's wrong with mustard? I like mustard, don't get me wrong. I don't like mustard on my nachos. I want you to imagine this, okay? Imagine you're at the movie theater, right? You get popcorn, you get nachos with jalapenos on them, with the cheese and everything. You got your candy, you got your drink. You go down, you sit down to see the Mario movie, right? And you're in the dark, and you're like, I can't wait to eat one of my nachos. And then you take a bite, and what do you taste but mustard in the background? This is the hot dog version of that. Because that's what the ingredients are, except it's a hot dog. So, I'm putting it in hold the mustard because it's probably really damn good. Alright, what is this? I can't... I think that's France? Let's take a look. France! A long hot dog in a baguette. Wee! Okay, of course it's in a baguette. I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. Covered in shredded Gruyere, then boiled. Okay, I don't... Oh, broiled, sorry. This is literally just a hot dog with Gruyere. That sounds so fucking good. That sounds just stupidly good. Hang on. Wait a minute. That's not what it was showing me. This is... That was Danish. What is this? No. Google, you've lied to me. However, Fuck Google for a sec. You can see this French hot dog. This, I would eat that. I don't know if you've ever had Gruyere cheese, but Gruyere is delicious. It is nice. It is both gentle and complex. It is extremely good melted on things, especially, I imagine, a hot dog. The baguette is the one thing kind of taking away from it for me. But again, you just put a good cheese on a good hot dog. So, I'm putting that in A tier. Alright, what's next? Georgia, okay. Open hot dog bun, sliced hot dog. Okay, a little weird. Chili, cheese, chili, chopped onion, sliced pickle, oyster crackers, ketchup, and mustard. Okay, Georgia hot dog. Let's take a look at this hot dog. Does this taste bad? No. Do I want it? No. It's too fucking messy. This is such an inconvenience. Like, oyster crackers are usually unnecessary to begin with. This is it. It does slightly too many things. It really doesn't need the oyster crackers. And also, what's even the point of the bun? Because from what I'm looking at, it looks like you eat it in a fucking bowl. And that's not the only one. You have to... I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a hot dog you eat with like a fork. And I can... Why isn't it a trough? Because you probably like drink out of it. Again, this probably doesn't taste bad at all, but it's too much. It's too much of a good thing. The oyster crackers kind of fuck it up for me. But the fact that you have to eat it out of a bowl... I like to eat my hot dogs with my hands. So I'm actually putting that kind of low. I'm sure it tastes fine. Alright, Germany. Let's take a look. Where is Germany? Germany. Frankfurter. Sauerkraut. Potato salad. Mustard. Fuck no. No, 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 no. That sounds like hell to me. That sounds like the actual... Everything I could possibly not want on a hot dog. Fucking nasty. I'm sure there's some of you out here that are probably like, hey man, that's not a good opinion. Well, you know what? This is the official tier list. And on the official tier list, there is not a single part of this that sounds good. Frankfurters, I'm not a fan of Frankfurters. I don't like German sausages. Sauerkraut is one of those things that I'll eat if I'm, like, forced to. Potato salad on a hot dog makes me want to die. I'd actually rather not eat, honestly. And then, of course, to top it off, there's mustard. Of course there's mustard. You gotta have... Oh, and there's no bun! I didn't even read that! You don't get a fucking bun! It's not even a hot dog! No! Fuck you. This sucks, man. Carolina, that sounds... At least Carolina is a hot dog. Germany, it's not clown food like Brazil. But that's ass. That's low, bro. Alright, Guatemala. Also, you can see the hot dog pretty clearly up here, so it's fine. No bun, no fun. That's right. Bacon-wrapped hot dog in an avocado-coated corn tortilla. Shredded lettuce, cabbage, mayonnaise, and chopped onions. Avocado-coated corn... That's a lot of steps for a hot dog. Let's see. Guatemala hot dog. It's just... Again, when you look at it... The thing that's throwing me off is the tortilla in the bun. Though I'm not really seeing it in the pictures. Let's unpack this, alright? The hot dog is bacon wrap. It's already pretty... It sounds pretty good. There's avocado in it. Let's just pretend there's not a corn tortilla because everything I saw was with a bun. Necro Spice, like, it's not served on a fucking tortilla. Are you guys from Guatemala? Have you ever had one of these? Either way, let's just pretend it's a normal bun. Shredded lettuce, cabbage, mayonnaise, and chopped onion. It doesn't sound bad. The saltiness, it's basically a really salty, fatty hot dog that is surrounded by vegetables and green. I don't know how good it sounds, though, because, again, mixing mayonnaise and avocado on a hot dog sounds a little odd to me. I don't know. This is a big question mark for me. But it doesn't sound amazing. I'm going to put it, like, in C. Not for any reason. Not for, like, oh, it doesn't sound good. It's more just like, I really don't know. There's a lot going on, and I don't know how well those flavors mix together, you know? Alright, Hawaii. Hawaiian sweetbread roll with a hole. Punch through it. Yeah, I'm going to move my ear so you can see. Hot dog, ketchup, mustard, and fruit sauces. Ooh, okay, hang on. Hawaii hot dog. Sorry, I keep saying hot dog like Filthy Frank for some reason. These are not what I was told. These are hot dogs with pineapple on them. I feel like I'm being lied to here. But I will say, from what I'm seeing, a common trope is that it is a hot dog with pineapple. Usually a slice of avocado. It's literally like a Chicago-style dog, but with Hawaii stuff. Hot dog. Let's see. Wait, can I have your Hawaiian hot dog? Judging by this is not a normal thing. I don't know where they're getting this from. Because this sounds really basic compared to what I was seeing. An actual, like, Hawaii hot dog sounds really good. This is probably just, like, okay. I'm gonna put it in, like, C. Uh-oh, hang on. Sorry, my VC face was acting really strange. Wait, Pika Dog? Is there a name for that? Let's see. Now I'm getting even more stuff. I'm getting more kerfuffled. I don't know. I don't know. This one's a mystery. I feel wrong ranking this one. Add a row below. We're gonna put this. We're gonna make it. Oh, hang on. Hold the mustard needs to be yellow. This one, we're gonna make it gray. It gets a mysterious question mark. We don't know. This particular hot dog that I'm looking at, I like Hawaiian sweet rolls quite a lot. I'm a big fan of, like, Hawaiian rolls. So the idea of even eating a hot dog in that with, like, a fruit thing, it sounds kind of good. I can't lie. This one we're gonna just put in the mystery zone, though, you know? Alright, Idaho. Ooh, okay, I'm already looking forward to this one. Where is Idaho? A hot dog and a baked potato topped with bacon bits, chives, and sour cream. That's not a hot dog. That's just a baked potato with a hot dog on it. I don't even need to look that up. You know what a baked potato looks like. That sounds very carby. That sounds like a joke. No, it's real. Okay. Idaho, it's a loaded baked potato with a hot dog. Do you like loaded baked potatoes? If the answer is yes, you will enjoy this. If you do not like loaded baked potatoes, then you are not going to like this at all. Now, me being who I am, I do like a good baked potato, right? But I also like to grab my hot dogs with my hands and eat them with my hands, right? Does this sound good? Yes. Is this silly? Is this a joke hot dog? It is 100% a joke hot dog. I'm going to put it in B. B for Idaho. No, it gets a C. It gets a C. It gets a high C. You know what? Nah, we have to... I'm sorry. We keep adding tiers. Add a row below. I have to actually disqualify that. I'm sorry. Idaho, you're disqualified. You don't get that. And you know what? While we're at it, fuck you, Germany. That's not a hot dog. Idaho at least put the thing, or they put it in something. I would eat this. Germany, that's just not even a hot dog. I bet Germany has a real hot dog too in a bun, but we're just getting this garbage where it's like, oh, you get potato salad and sauerkraut and a kielbasa and a big old Frankfurter sausage mixed together. And by the way, you don't even get a bun. Fuck you, German hot dog. Alright, let's move on. Sounds alright. Italian. What is an Italian? Idaho. Where is it? Where is it? Deep fried hot dog and an Italian roll. Bell peppers, onions, french fries, ketchup, and mustard. I do not really fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. Because the deep fried hot dog is probably good. I thought this would be the one tier list without the fuck you tier, but I was wrong. Man, really crucified the kraut dog. It sucks! It sucks! And the potato salad only makes it worse. Alright, but this Italian thing... This Italian... I don't think this sounds appealing at all. The bell peppers and onions are not a combo I really like together anyways. The fries, again, don't need to be on it. This is... You know what this hot dog feels like? It feels like Italy was like, hey guys, I can make one too! And you know, tried running up to the other hot dogs on the playground with his, like, kind of fucked up imitation hot dog, where he's like, look guys, I made my own! What do you think? And it's like, this is like ours, but lame and worse. So, Italian, you get like a D. Not because it's actively bad, but it's just so lame and not really trying that hard, you know? Also, thank you for the hydrate. Cake banishing the Mario dog, the fuck you tier. Alright, you wanna go there. You wanna go there. Alright. You wanna know what Mario's favorite hot dog is? I'm gonna tell you what Mario's favorite hot dog is. It's a Coney. You know why? Because he's from Brooklyn! Mario wouldn't give a rat's behind about the Italian hot dog. My man knows a good hot dog. He is right there in New York City. He has access to hot dogs that have to be good in a place where they're competing with each other to be the best Coney dog in literal Coney Island. So I don't even want to hear you guys try to guilt me with your Mario slander. The Italian hot dog, lame. It's just lame. I'm sorry. It's lame. I don't like green peppers. Mario going to a street corner, getting a plain dog mustard on it. That sounds Mario-ish. Yeah. Japan! That is just... I like how Japan is literally more like... Instead of a hot dog, it's like an arts and crafts thing, where it's like, look, we made a little octopus. You know? Italian dog has no style. It has no grace. This dog is a fucking disgrace. It's like kind of trying to be with the other boys, but it's just not working. Alright, the Japanese hot dog is literally just a fried hot dog. How do you... Hot dog slice look like an octopus, fried and served as a part of bento box. It's very cute, but it is just a fried hot dog. I like how there's two pictures of it too, so it feels like scientific. I'm putting it in C. Because even though it's shaped like an octopus, and it's cute, and it's Japanese, I know we're all weebs here. It's not a hot dog, though. But it's cute, there's a lot of effort put into it. But it's not a hot dog. But it makes me smile to look at. But it's not a hot dog. It's technically a hot dog. It has no bun. It has no toppings. It's the equivalent... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Japan. I'm sorry, Japan. I'm sorry. It's not a hot dog. All of these other ones, even the Italian dog, as lame as it is trying to be a special hot dog. This is special in a different way. This is special in presentation. Art is important. However, I cannot, in good conscience, put it with these. It's very cute. Japan gets its own tier above Brazil. See, I feel like we give a lot of passes to Japan. You guys send the Georgia dog down there too. Georgia is too much of a hot dog. That's the thing. It's too much of a chili cheese dog. But one of those like stop, he's already dead kind of things, right? Because you made a chili cheese dog and it's good, but then you just kept piling shit on to the point where you can't eat it. I'm sorry, Japan. You know what? You know what? I will extend an olive branch. We will make a new tier, and we will call it. Yeah, there you go. See, because again, it doesn't count, but it does make me happy. Can we agree? Is this okay? I think this is perfectly fair. All right. Kansas City, here we come. Where's the Kansas City dog? What does it look like? I should actually just be like looking at it. It's a hot dog with a lot of stuff on it. One moment. A hot dog and a sesame seed bun, sauerkraut, melted Swiss cheese. That's a no for me. That's a big, fat fucking no for me. You do not melt cheese and sauerkraut together. That sounds disgusting. Good lord. Sesame seed, it's Swiss cheese and sauerkraut. You know what this is like? It's like a Reuben, but bad. This is... I don't know. Is it worse than a Carolina dog, though? Chili, chopped onions, and coleslaw. Mustard. Well, there's other shit on this. This doesn't sound good at all. Now, I like Reuben sandwiches. I love Reuben sandwiches. But this is missing important Reuben sandwich things. It's missing the sauce. It's missing a lot of things. Kansas City dog, that doesn't sound very good. Having sauerkraut on a hot dog is already kind of like a hard sell for me. All right, Korea, here we go. You all know Korean hot dogs. It's a corn dog coated with crinkle cut fries and fried on a stick. I've had them without ketchup. This is no contest. This is S tier. Korean corn dogs are one of the best things I've ever had. That's a corn dog. Here's the thing. This is as much a hot dog as this. It's not a disqualify. It's not a disqualify. Because this also counts as a hot dog. This music is so fucking loud. I'm putting the Yoshi music on. There we go. Also, can you really... You can't give me any flack if you've ever eaten one. Like, I love your fucking clown music playing during your explanation. But, no. Sorry, let's get back to... We got that Mario music on. Here we go. Korean corn dogs are so fucking good. I don't know if they count technically as like a normal hot dog, but neither does the China dog. You know? Neither does the Czech Republic dog. Also, it tastes so goddamn good. It doesn't always have ketchup in it. I don't know why they added ketchup. Korean are not hot dogs. I'll die on this hill. It is a corn dog, technically. But I can't disqualify it like I do for these. Because this is goofy and lazy. This isn't even a hot dog. It's not even pretending to be a hot dog. This is like the guy that wandered in and was like, oh wait, huh, we're having a hot dog tier list? I'm in the wrong place. Japan's over here just chilling. I can't not put Korea in S tier. It's like the best thing ever. Alright. Let's move on. That's potential for God tier, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Alright, Memphis. Ooh. That one kind of hits close to home for me. Let's see. Bacon wrapped hot dog in a bun, barbecue sauce, chopped scallions, and shredded cheddar. Okay. I'm really trying not to be, like, biased here. Because I've never had one quite like this. I'm trying really hard not to be biased. Because that's my, that's actually my hometown, fun fact. But my childhood town, that's where I'm from, actually. But this hot dog doesn't sound all that great. I'm not gonna lie. Now, bacon wrapped, barbecue sauce, chopped scallions, shredded. It is throwing me off a little bit. Like, obviously, being from Memphis, of course it would have barbecue sauce on it, right? But it's a little lost, you know? I'm gonna have to rank it a little bit lower. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it in... I'm gonna put it in C tier. Not because it sounds bad, but it sounds weird. There's things about this that are conflicting. I don't know how I feel about... This has cheese on it, right? Yeah, it's got shredded cheddar but barbecue sauce, which doesn't sound like a good combo to me. I'm gonna put it next to, like, the Guatemala dog. You know? No, I'm putting it above the whatever this one was. I'm putting it above Chile. Hey, I love barbecue sauce. I'm a big barbecue man. But again, in this application, I'm not sure. And trust me, I'm someone who puts barbecue sauce on a lot of things. Alright, Michigan. What does a Michigan dog look like? Because, let's see. I know I got a couple Michigan people in here. Hot dog on a bun, tomato-based meat chili sauce, mustard. We need to investigate. Michigan hot dog. So... it's a chili dog, but with a different kind of thing? With a different kind of sauce? What's... tomato-based meat chili sauce. Chili is always tomato-based. That's just a chili dog. It's a chili dog with mustard. So it's probably really good. Like, I can't lie. That just sounds pretty decent. I'm not gonna put it super high, but I'm gonna put it up here. I think the Michigan dog is not trying to be an asshole like the Brazilian dog is. It's not trying to be fancy or weird like the Guatemala dog. And it's just a Coney dog. It's just a normal Coney dog. And you know what? That sounds good. I'm going to put it high B tier because if you handed me this, I would appreciate that. You know? Just a normal ass chili dog. Alright. What's next? Montreal. I don't like the way that looks. I'm already kind of like a little... all dressed. New England style bun, steamed hot dog, mustard, chopped onion, and cabbage. First off, that's the ugliest fucking picture they could have ever picked. But, let's see. Montreal. It is a hot dog with shredded cabbage on it. New England style bun, steamed hot dog, mustard, chopped onion, and cabbage. Alright. I'm not gonna say that Montreal is basically the French-Canadian version of the Italian dog, where they're kind of trying to be like a interesting hot dog, but they didn't know how. So it's like, oh, we'll put cabbage on it. But it just doesn't sound all that interesting. It's just... It's like a normal hot dog, but with just a ton of cabbage on it. I don't know. I'm gonna put it next to, like... I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it in D. I'm not a really big fan of that bun. That bun is not looking good. That bun looks chewy. I don't know what a New England style bun is. I don't know. Just D. I don't know. New York! Okay, baby. New York. Here we go. Now this is the real Mario hot dog. Hot dog with a bun, mustard, sauerkraut, and onion sauce. Onion sauce? What the hell is onion sauce? Hang on. I'm literally... Hang on. New York hot dog. I am literally... This ain't a dirty water dog. This is something different. This is a really good version of the song. Wow. Oh, it's from Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympic Games. Okay, that's great. Okay. This one's a little hard for me. 'Cause this is the closest to me. But mustard, sauerkraut, the onion sauce? Is that just like a caramelized onion? Also, this is not a real New York hot dog, by the way. A real New York hot dog is a dirty water dog, where you go and they just hand you a hot dog and it's delicious, right? It's nothing special, but it's from New York. This is some extra stuff I'm not really sure about. I don't know, man. It sounds okay. But again, it's got sauerkraut on it, so I'm not the biggest fan. That is true. New York style pizza is just kind of okay. I'm gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put it in B. It's not actively bad in the slightest. The onion sauce sounds a little weird. But again, this is not going to disappoint you. And I'm willing to forgive the sauerkraut because it doesn't look like they piled it on like some of these savages over here. I'm putting it like a low B. It's a hot dog. It's a hot dog that is not the way I would order a hot dog. Alright, what's next? What the fuck is that? Oh no. Norway. Long hot dog wrapped in a large toasted tortilla or flatbread, ketchup and mustard. Norway. Norway. You... Norway. That is a dog with mustard on, like, packaged, like a packaged tortilla that you would get at a grocery store. Oh no. That's sad. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I want to look up more pictures of it. Norway hot dog. Guys. This is a struggle meal dog. This is a hood dog. Norway just made their own struggle dog. Oh my goodness gracious, there's not even anything on it. This is the kind of thing that I would eat because you... Who has hot dogs lying... Or hot dog buns lying around, right? This is a sadder version of, you know, how you put, like... I want you to just look at this, right? Struggle hot dog. Mm-hmm. You know. You know it. You know what this is. We've all had this. I think everyone in here has had a struggle dog before. A hood dog. This is just that, but Norwegian. I'm not putting the Norwegian struggle dog any higher than a D, dude. No, it's an F. It's an F. It's the depression dog. When you don't have buns or even a piece of bread. This is like double struggle dog. This is something you make at like 3 a.m. when you have nothing else. They probably like microwave it. Like, tell me that hot dog isn't microwaved. It's an F tier. It's an F tier. Alright, Philippines. I already know where this is going. Bright red notched dog served with banana ketchup, rice, fried egg, no bun. This is disqualified. Absolutely disqualified. It's not even trying to be a hot dog. This is like the less shitty version of the Germany one. Like, do I want to eat this? Yeah, maybe. But it's a fried egg and a hot dog separately that you dip in ketchup. And at least the Philippines one has the decency to include a hot dog-esque element. What is it even on? Hang on. What is the space in between it? Oh, it's rice. Yeah, again, this is not... This is better than this. I'm putting it above that. Better than this fucking shit. But still lame. Still lame. Why is there a fried egg? Again, I see this less as a hot dog dish and more like rice with a fried egg and then a hot dog on the side, you know? Alright, a potato dog. Let's take a look. I want to see what a potato dog is. Hot dog in a bun. Fried taters. Peppers, onions, mustard. Let's see. Potato dog. Okay, hang on. I meant to say potato hot dog. It's showing me Korean dogs. Alright, we're gonna have to just go off of this picture. This is veering dangerously close to high food, right? Again, it's got the same stuff as the Italian one, where it's like you got the peppers, onions, mustard. Peppers and onions is not a combo I care for in a hot dog, personally. The fried potatoes on top doesn't feel like it adds anything. It's like the better version of... It's the better version of the Italian, but at the same time, the potatoes are placed in such a way as to where it probably doesn't add anything. I don't know. It's going a little bit low. It doesn't sound that good. Too many carbs that don't actually add it. Like, if you're gonna add extra carbs to it, add, like, chips or something. Add something with texture, because just putting potatoes on a sandwich or a hot dog does not add to it. I see that, and that's a hangover dog. You know? That's all it could be. It's a hangover dog. Alright, Seattle. Let's take a look at a Seattle hot dog. Bratwurst, cream cheese, sliced raw jalapenos, chopped cabbage, and sriracha. This is a very conflicting hot dog for me. There's parts of this that sound really good. There's other parts of it that sound fucking terrible. First off, it's a bratwurst, which I am already not a big fan of. My love of sliced raw jalapenos and sriracha cannot save this. Cream cheese on a bratwurst sounds wrong. Not just bad, but wrong. This one hurts. I'm just gonna say this. This one hurts because I love raw jalapenos. I really, really do. Raw jalapenos on cream cheese and other applications would be good. And with sriracha, it'd be even better. But it's cream cheese on a bratwurst. This is... I'll put it at like a high F. That's a high F kind of thing, because... No, you know what? It's a bratwurst, so I don't really want it. I'm putting it under the depression dog. Also, the more I look at the Norway dog, it looks... It's literally someone who's, like, sad rolled over in bed. That's what this looks like. This is what you're gonna look like if you're in a position where this is what you're eating. Okay. Let's keep going. We've only got a few left. What is that? Sonora. Bacon-wrapped hot dog, split soft roll, relish, tomatoes, onions, avocado chunks, and mayonnaise. This sounds like something that a person in Los Angeles would say, oh my god, you have to try this. It's the best thing ever. It's the only way I can eat a hot dog. And then you eat it, and it's fine, but it was probably way too much. Let me look. Sonora hot dog. It sounds fine, right? It doesn't sound like... Oh, hang on. I forgot to loop the playlist. It sounds fine. Okay, let's see. Fun fact, the actual Sonora hot dog is known as the hot dog embarazado, which translates to pregnant hot dogs, which are normal sausage, but instead of one sausage, it's two sausages. One big and one small red one inside the one. That's very elaborate for something that doesn't, like, need to be. This doesn't... I'm not a fan of the split soft roll for a hot dog. I just feel like it's too much bread. The avocado chunks don't sound very good. They don't sound like they add anything. The bacon wrap hot dog is never a bad thing, but at the same time, this is... When I look at this hot dog, I see an overrated hot dog. I'm gonna put it in C. Not because it's bad, but it just sounds so overrated, and it doesn't sound like it does anything special. Yeah, it sounds like something someone would hype. Like, oh my god, it's the best thing. You have to go here and get it. And then you get it, and you're like, yeah, great. That sure was an awesome $14 I just spent on a hot dog. You know? Alright, Sweden. Hot dogs surrounded by mashed potatoes, shrimp salad, lettuce, and fried onions. Oh no. Well, that just looks like AI. That doesn't look like a... That looks like the AI forgot to just put one hot dog. I don't know, man. The shrimp salad part is really throwing me off. Mashed potatoes on a hot dog doesn't really sound amazing. And, oh, Emmy. Emmy made. I'm not gonna play the video because last time I watched YouTube videos I got in trouble, which I don't know why. Because I see YouTubers watch videos all the time and somehow they don't get striked, but whatever. This, I like Emmy made. Emmy made is a very nice, comfy YouTuber. But getting back to the Swedish hot dog, I really don't know. This sounds... If I'm being honest, my impression of this is that this is so culturally out of my wheelhouse. First off, this picture is disgusting. They made a sad picture. But this is just... I don't know. The more I look at it, it's chaos food. It's not quite Brazilian clown food. It almost is, though. Mashed potatoes and shrimp salad. What does this even taste like? I'm putting it in D. Because it doesn't sound good. Like, The mashed potatoes, I don't want on a hot dog in the first place, but the shrimp salad mixed with mashed potatoes, that's just a lot of, like, goop. That's a goop hot dog. That's so much stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm putting this one down. Alright, the Tijuana dog. Let's see what that one is. Let's see if I can find it first off. Bacon wrapped hot dog. Grilled sliced peppers. We're not on a good start. Onions, jalapenos, and a squishy white bun. Okay, we got another bacon wrapped hot dog here. Not a big fan of the sliced peppers. It's never something I really like. As a man who lived in Tijuana all his life, I don't know what the frick this pic is talking about with the Tijuana hot dog. Never heard of that nor seen that like that. Only thing I've ever seen was bacon wrapped hot dogs. This is, you know what this might be, Josh? This might be something that, like, a white person made and then called it the Tijuana hot dog. It doesn't sound bad. It certainly doesn't sound bad. It just sounds okay. It sounds like street food. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, like, C tier, right? It's not offensive. This is a thing that if you handed me, I would be like, yeah, it's not bad, you know? Sure, it's got elements I'm not a big fan of, but I'm sure that... I imagine the smell coming off of this is actually quite satisfactory, you know? The squishy bun, it's just a normal hot dog bun. You don't... Alright, I gotta tell you something. I actually prefer a squishy hot dog bun. I am totally 100% okay with just normal hot dog buns. However, something I'm very surprised to see is that none of these hot dogs use a potato bun. Which I don't know if you've ever had potato bread. Like potato rolls, potato sliced bread, potato hot dog buns. Those are just better bread in every single way. It's so good. Putting that on that would probably be even better. Alright, Peru. That's... I'm seeing a disqualification right here. Sliced hot dog, fried. Served with fries, ketchup, mustard, mayo. Do you want fries or do you want a hot dog? Make up your mind. Be an adult. Make decisions. This is disqualified. This is disqualified. Like... Peru, more like no spot for you. I appreciate the rhyme. Thank you. Does that sound bad? No. Does it sound good? No. It sounds like 3 a.m. drunk food. It is literally fries with a hot dog on it with ketchup and mayo. Again, this is something a person trying to combine something and be creative would make, but then it just kind of comes out like the pile. Yeah. It's disqualified. Would I try it? I mean, I know what it tastes like. I don't know. Alright, Vietnam. Long sausage. Okay, already not feeling that because I bet it's some kind of German sausage. And a French roll with julienne pickled vegetables. That doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound bad at all, because when I'm thinking of the flavor profile, it's got that crispness to it, but it's not trying to be anything super special. Pickled vegetables are good. I do like pickled vegetables. But do I like it more than these? I would try it. I would try it. You know, I'm going to put it up here. I'll try it. Now, the thing that fucks up for me, again, is the sausage. I don't like sausages normally. It's not a B, though. It doesn't belong next to New York dog. It's a sausage. It's not even a hot dog. Nah, we're putting it back in C. Alright. Now, this was one that I put myself, right? If you do not know what a Twinkie wiener sandwich is, well, let me enlighten you. Now, I've talked about this before. The Twinkie wiener sandwich is an invention by Weird Al Yankovic from his movie UHF. In a scene where he's trying to cheer up his friend, he makes something called a Twinkie wiener sandwich. And what it is a hot dog that uses a Twinkie for the bun and spray cheese as the topping. Now, you hear this combination and you say, wow, that sounds fucking horrible, right? That sounds like one of the worst ideas ever. And to be fair, it is a bad idea. But, I kid you not, like all things Weird Al does, it is amazing. It is not just A tier. It is an actual S tier thing. And you may think I'm kidding. You may think I'm just joking, goofing. It is unironically so good. I don't know what it is about this combination of things that just works. It is basically... It's like carnival food, but it's like really smart, well-done carnival food. And the amazing thing is that when they asked when they asked him about it, they're like, "Oh, is that a thing you ate?" He's like, "Honestly, it was something I just made up because it sounded funny, but I'm surprised that people actually like it." So I wanna show you something real quick. Let's go to the Twinkie Wiener sandwich. Emmy has made it. This is a thumbnail for Binging with Babish. Binging with Babish made one and tried it, and he said it was delicious. And then he's like, I'm gonna make my own fancy version, right? And he made his own fancy version. He made his own Twinkie, he made his own spray cheese, he made everything. And he's like, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not even close to as good as the original. For the sake of safety and health, I'm not going to tell you to go out and make one of these. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It is truly a god tier thing. This is something that I'm surprised places don't sell. Now, I will say this. I have one adjustment to this recipe. I like to... You can make the hot dog any way you want. I like to cook mine in a panini maker to give it the grill marks and give it that kind of flavor. You can also air fry it. You will lose health points from eating this, but you will feel... Well, I'm not going to say you'll feel good, but it is really good. So, you know what? I think this is a pretty comprehensive list, you know? However, it's not a tier list unless we make one special thing. And we have to make the god tier. You knew it was coming. Also, the Costco dog is literally just a hot dog. I'm sorry. It's good. It's really good. It's $1.50. But it is just a hot dog. Lagaloid, thank you. Thank you for all the subs. The fact that the Costco hot dog is $1.50 makes it an A tier. Wait, did I put S over it? Hang on. Okay. So, which one of these will be the king of hot dogs? The Coney dog is a classic. It's balanced, but it's also heavy. Feels good, man. Tastes good. I love chili cheese dogs with onions on them. Just extremely good. Korean corn dogs are one of the best things I've ever had in my life. The Twinkie Wiener sandwich is the silliest, most successful thing ever. But if I had to pick any of these to reign above all of these hot dogs, it's the Korea dog. I'm sorry. It's not even close. Like, I really like Coney dogs. I do. It is the quintessential way to have a hot dog. And Twinkie Wiener sandwiches, I like a lot. But if you handed me any of these, Hey, Cake, which one do you want? I'm getting a Korean hot dog. Let me just show you pictures of them. Korea hot dog. You have probably seen pop-ups of these. I had one not too long ago, actually. I don't live anywhere that serves these, but whenever I do see them, I try to grab one. I've had different kinds. I've had the normal kind, which is really, really good. They have like a hot Cheeto kind that is like one of the best things I've ever eaten. But again... Oh, PB is the name. Major Poison. Mm. But yeah, no. It's this. It's fatty. There's a weird kind of cheesiness to it and texture that's just delicious. Go try one if you can. If you ever see one of these and you're hungry, definitely give this one a shot. You will not regret it. And if you're feeling adventurous, try one of these. I promise you it's super good. Cake, do you want to do another? If you do another, why not take a slight BRB and then ping the server? I am absolutely feeling down for another tier list. What do you guys think? That's up to you guys. Because I'm perfectly awake. I'm perfectly ready to talk about stuff. I have a couple other tier lists. Yeah, sure. Seeing Giga Drill just say yeah, sure makes me I'm like, Giga Drill is so happy and excited. Usually. It's like, yeah, maybe. Might as well. I might not even need to take a break, honestly. So here's the thing. I have two tier lists for you, right? One tier list is a vegetable tier list, right? More food, right? You got pumpkins on it, onions, asparagus, and even turnips. Or we have every FNAF animatronic. What would you guys rather see? I'll wait. Vegetables. Okay, we got one FNAF. We got vegetable FNAF. Oh, Tile Trend, I'm still going. We actually need to put it to a vote. We need to put it to a vote. Could one of my mods make a poll, please? FNAF or veggies? FNAF too scary. But look, Candy Cadet's right there. We actually got a lot more vegetables than I thought. Neither! Giga Drill, you hush. Fat Freddy is not S tier. Alright, first off, if y'all are saying you don't like vegetables, we need to change that. You need to start learning to love vegetables because they are so freaking good. And they're good for you. They have fiber. They're yummy. You can season them any way you want. I'm a big fan of broccoli. Poll is up. Get to voting. Alright. If we do a veggie tier list, I'm going to shoot through it pretty quickly. It's not as easy to talk about as hot dogs, but I have opinions on some of these. I'm more interested in Cake's vegetable opinions. Okay. But we have more FNAF right now. Veggies are good, but so is Frederick Fazbear. Hey, I didn't say broccoli was god tier. Broccoli is a high tier vegetable for me. Also, there is another god tier vegetable, but I'll say it later. Well, Cake, veggies have a factor on how good they are with cheese or other sides. Alright, Corey, you're gonna hate this opinion. I fucking hate vegetables with cheese. I think putting cheese on vegetables is cowardly and disgusting. Good vegetables should stand out on their own. We're getting slightly more... It's neck and neck, guys. It's neck and neck. I don't know. We might just have to do both. You know? All you have to do with any veggie is saute it. Yeah, see, Trinara knows. Giga Drill, you have to be the change you want to see. You gotta cook your vegetables. You gotta saute them. Well, FNAF wins. Just so barely, though. Like, it's literally so half and half that it doesn't matter. So, I guess we're gonna have to do both. Alright, here's actually what we'll do is we'll flip a coin. Just one vote, I know. We're gonna flip a coin. And FNAF wins. Okay. Alright, guys. You ready to get scared? Wait, we need, like, good FNAF music. Hang on. FNAF music. All FNAF songs. Okay, I can't do Living Tunes some. I will get DMCA'd. FNAF OST? What the fuck? Hang on. Ooh, these are too scary. I don't know. I don't know. Also, some of these are gonna get me. FNAF OST. FNAF music, no copyright. Because I see some of these. FNAF background music. Here we go. Ooh, that's spooky. That's scary. Ooh. Although I feel like I'm gonna put you guys to sleep. Let's do... Maybe... Okay, FNAF music, maybe Brain Rot. Just play Ghosts and Ghouls or music or Baby Lullabies. Oh my god. Okay, gotcha FNAF background music. There we go. Yeah. I don't see... Oh, yeah, Pizzeria Sim has good music. Alright. You guys ready? Alright. Oh, hang on. There's like a better list that has them all in order. Yeah, here we go. Wait, do I still have my FNAF? Oh, I had like a whole FNAF thing. FNAF screen? I still have, yeah! I still have my FNAF screen. I just have to like make a new source. One moment. Yay! Woo! Okay. FNAF stream. Heck yeah, baby. Alright. See, you gotta do things right. You gotta be aesthetic, you know? Okay, here we go. The GOAT, Freddy Fazbear. Why is he looking at me with Riz? Why is he looking at me like that? That's not what he normally looks like. This is a render somebody did. He's looking at me like the way The Rock does. I think the original Freddy Fazbear, he's like the standard, right? He is the most standard. The FNAF 1 Freddy is the main character. I'm gonna put him in A tier. He's too iconic at this point not to do, you know? Like, he's got that mixture of like, yeah, he's kind of spooky looking, but he's also kind of, well, maybe at this point he's just cute because of culture, you know what I mean? But is the FNAF bathroom on the list? These are the animatronics, not locations, you goofball. I like Freddy Fazbear. He's not my favorite, but I like him. Maybe I'll put him in B tier, because I'm okay with Freddy Fazbear. Bonnie! Okay, Bonnie is the one that Scott is actually scared of, right? So, I actually like Bonnie quite a bit. Bonnie, to me, is probably the scariest animatronic in FNAF 1. Like, Foxy just kind of pokes his head out, right? But Bonnie has, like, the scary stands over you with the Goku Prowler noise, right? He's spooky. Bonnie is the Luigi of FNAF. That is 100% true. Except I kind of like Bonnie more than Freddy in most cases. I'm gonna put him also in B tier. I don't know, B for Bonnie. Because I'm seeing some that are, like, higher than that, right? Alright, Chica. Chica gets a C. I'm not a Chica person, personally. I've never been a big chica guy. There's like maybe a couple chicas here and there that are like, yeah, that's fine. But I feel like original chica, she's alright. She eats food. She rummages through the kitchen. Design-wise, she is pretty scary, though. She's scarier than the other two. But I like her less, you know? Why are Freddy and Bonnie kissing? Dude, they've got to practice kissing with each other just in case they actually get to kiss girls later, you know? This is just a common boy activities. This is definitely common busty boy activities. We all practice kissing on each other. You know, just so we're better at kissing girls later. Foxy, my man. Oh my god, the absolute aura coming from him. Foxy is also a B. But I have a particular fondness for Foxy. I know I just said that Foxy's like not as scary as Bonnie, but Foxy is just so charming, you know? He also doesn't give a fuck. He runs right at you. Also, out of all these characters, this is the one we've heard the most, you know? Mamma mia. Alright, Golden Freddy. He's kind of scary, I guess, but he... The thing is, what are we ranking this based off of? Are we basing it off scariness? Are we basing it off just appeal? You know? I don't know. I don't really care about Golden Freddy that much. Like, in his original context, he's scary. But he's also kind of scary in the way that, like, a child riding a backrooms monster is scary. Based on if you'd smash him. Nah. I'm gonna put Golden Freddy in C. I'm not really... I don't really care too much about Golden Freddy. Not in the first game, anyways. Withered Freddy, though. Oof. Okay. Toy Freddy. I don't like Toy Freddy at all. Toy Freddy is one of my least favorite animatronics. I don't actually like any of the toys. I think they're all just ugly looking, but not in a good way. You know? Toy Freddy is probably my least favorite. He is a gamer, though. If you know anything about FNAF, you know that Toy Freddy is a gamer. Everyone calls this Bonnie like a femboy. I don't know, man. He's just ugly as fuck to me. I'm putting Bonnie in like D tier. I'm putting Freddy in F tier. The toy animatronics just don't do it for me, man. Toy Chica is... I mean... I relate to Toy Chica. Like... Damn, okay. Now, I don't know why she takes her beak off, though. I find that strange. I'm also really scared to look at pictures of Toy Chica. But... Oh, no! Oh, no! No! Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. We're not looking at that. Okay. Toy Chica, based on her thighs alone, she gets to be a higher rank. I'm not using this tier list. We're using this tier list. She gets to be higher. Yeah, but again, not the biggest fan of Chica. Mangle's kind of cool. I actually like Mangle. Mangle is like a genuinely unnerving thing, you know? The weird radio noises, the fact that it's like a weird piecemeal robot. I like Mangle. I'm gonna put Mangle in B tier. Mangle smash. Mangle do have lipstick. Mangle do be kissable, you know? Mangle's also genuinely something that is scary to look at, you know? Mangle tries a bit too hard, IMO. See, I appreciate the effort, though. Also, Mangle didn't look like that because, on purpose. Children did that to Mangle. I can fix her. I'm putting her in B tier, because I actually like Mangle. Balloon Boy! I find Balloon Boy amusing, but to say that I like Balloon Boy is not Hello? I don't know. I really don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna have to leave you guys with a cliffhanger because I have to BRB. It turns out I did need a break. One moment, everyone. We will get back to this FNAF tier list in a moment. I come back and this song is playing. Excellent. Where's the FNAF screen? Hi. Thank you for waiting. Let me go ahead and reset my thing right here. Oh no. Oh no, VC Face is not letting me change settings. There we go. Boop. I got scared for a second. Hello, everyone. Okay. Balloon Boy. In-game, he's annoying as fuck. He basically makes it so you can't, like, turn your flashlight on. He does say hello, though. He doesn't actively hurt you. I'm gonna put him in, like, D tier, though. He's... like... I don't hate him. But Balloon Boy is not an animatronic I think of. I'd run his ass over. I actually want to look at the Balloon Boy in the movie looks so fucking scary for some reason. I don't know why they made him look like that. It's funny though. Normal Balloon Boy has like is an ugly ass charm to it, but this is just like all right. He gets D tier. JJ gets a like, I know who JJ is, but come on. Come on. It's JJ. JJ is like Balloon Boy, but fake. So... you can't even really say anything about JJ. She just exists. Alright, we have the puppet. I personally am not a big fan of the puppet. I think that the puppet is a cool concept. In-game, it kind of ruins 2 for me, though, right? Because the entire point of 2 is not that you're defending yourself from animatronics, but instead you're keeping this fucker wound up so it doesn't get you. That being said, I don't dislike the puppet. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Like, the puppet is one of those, like, quintessentially strange, creepy characters that it kind of ranks above the others in terms of just being odd. But I don't know. Ooh, the withered animatronic. Okay, I really like the withered animatronics, I'm not gonna lie. Withered Freddy's alright. He's high tier. He's basically a much scarier looking version of this. I spelled withered wrong, I know. Me when I get you. Oh, look, there's a good comparison. First, Freddy Fazbear, like, yeah, he exists. This one's like, I'm trying to be scary and unpleasant, and I think it works. I gotta move this over here. Hang on. Withered Bonnie is one of the best animatronics in the entire series. Like, the missing face just sells it. Also, Bonnie in every fan iteration punches the shit out of you, right? Which is really, really fucking funny. But as far as just animatronics that I personally enjoy, you should just close the other list. Well, I gotta save the hot dog picture. I might as well save the hot dog picture. We'll save it. Okay. And we'll close that. Close that. It's like before and after of a meth addict. Yeah, kinda. This is when you do meth, you end up ripping your face off. That's true sometimes. Don't do meth. Meth is scary. Alright. Chica is so comically scary that I can't help but love her. Withered Chica specifically. I'm a little biased. I think the withered animatronics are fantastic. It's just so unpleasant in every single way. Have you seen the wobble wagon she's dragging? I'm sorry, what is a wobble wagon? Is that a word for, like, butt? Because I've never heard that, and I really like that. Oh, she is goofy. That is a fucking scary picture. God damn, that is awesome. I'm not looking at it right now, though. She's goofy, but I like her. Withered Foxy, weirdly enough, I don't like him as much. I think he's too much. I think normal Foxy was already good. Withered Foxy, to me, is just kind of uglier, I guess. I don't know what it is. He kind of lost what... Yeah, he's scary. But, although the FNAF 2 jump scare is the best one ever. It's so good that there's green screens of it. But, he's okay. I'm gonna put him, like, high tier. He's fine. I like normal Foxy just a little bit more, though. Alright, Withered Golden Freddy. I think he's a lot better. I actually like him. He looks scarier. He looks more like an actual thing that you encounter that's just wrong looking. I like it. Not much to say, though. He's this, but better. IMO. I don't know how you pronounce these. I'm putting him there because it's just Bonnie. But, oh, Spooky Shadow Bonnie. The Scary Freddy one, I'm gonna put here as well. I'm sorry. Shadow Freddy is not that interesting to me, personally. It also muddies the water, because Golden Freddy is like, oh yeah, it's like Fredbear, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it's a reference to, but then you have Shadow Freddy, and it's like, yeah, I get it. It's a horror game. Fantastic. Alright. Yo, the Paper Pals! A tier. Easily, the Paper Pals. What's there to say about the Paper Pals? Nothing. They're amazing. Are they S tier? Who knows? But I like them. They're goofy. They're also really... obviously, they're just, like, decorations on the wall. But I love how just fucking scary they are for no reason. Like, some child made a horrifying drawing and just like, yep, nope. We'll do the puppet face on it. Okay, Springtrap is S tier. This is not even up for debate. Springtrap is easily one of the best designs slash things in all of FNAF, right? All of these are, you know, nightmare apparitions or malfunctioning animatronics, normal animatronics, sexy animatronics, horrifying amalgamations. Springtrap is a mummified corpse in a suit. Now, his game is not my favorite, but I think Springtrap is the... as far as, like, the classic style FNAF art style... I know I said style, like, multiple times, but whatever. As far as, like, the classic FNAF style goes, I feel like Springtrap... it's just the best one. It's scary. It has that good balance between, like, oh yeah, this looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's 1 animatronic, but also just being this horrifying, rotting fucking corpse thing, right? Tumblr sexy, man. Yeah. For a lot of people, Springtrap is a Tumblr sexy, man. I'm putting him in S tier. I think Springtrap is one of the best designs ever. He's definitely one of my favorites. So... okay. Now, going from Springtrap to these are fucking lame to me. I'm sorry. These, all of them get F tier. I don't care. I don't care about the... I don't even know what they're called. They're not even real. Like, they annoy you. Oh golly, hang on. That's very loud. Watermelon ass look, especially Chica. Chica is actually just a watermelon. The Phantoms, yeah, the Phantom animatronics. I don't care about them at all. They don't even get an F tier. I should just say add a row below. I'm just gonna say don't care. And I'll put these two in don't care as well. I have no opinion on them. They exist, but they also don't exist. It's whatever. You can't even really talk about them. So, and the designs are mix and match too. Like, Chica is from FNAF 1, but Freddy is FNAF 2. Foxy is FNAF 2. Alright. Now we get to the Nightmare animatronics, which... I know what I said. I know these aren't real. Technically, these aren't real, too. Maybe I'm a little biased. Because, 4 is the scariest game in the series, by far. 4 is stressful as fuck. I actually don't like playing 4. But do I like the animatronics themselves? I don't really care about Freddy so much. The Freddy and Freddles is just like... Yeah, okay. Sure. He's probably one of the least good ones in that game, though. You know? Bonnie's a bit better. Bonnie's a little bit better. I do like Bonnie, and I do like Chica quite a bit. Chica does try a little bit too hard. Like, Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Chica... Like, yeah, it's definitely cranked up to, like, ooh, scary! But when you're actually playing the games and they're holding you up and, like, that's coming for you, that's scary. That's a scary thing. I like them. Nightmare Foxy is just silly. I don't know. I don't have any... I don't care about Nightmare Foxy as much. But it's Foxy, so I'm not going to put him here. He's just peeking out in the closet. He's kind of a silly little guy in this game, you know? Are the Halloween Nightmares 2 here? Yeah, they are. They're right here. Fredbear, I think, really tries too hard, especially compared to the others. But I don't dislike him. I'm gonna put him here. Like, Nightmare Fredbear is objectively scary. He's the closest thing we get to Fat Freddy. Look at him. He's so rotund. He's so round. But he does try a little bit too hard. That's stupid. Ugh! I want a FNAF game that looks like this. That's awesome. Is Freddy T-posing? Okay. Let's go back. This is just Nightmare. Again, he's somewhere between I don't care and Fredbear. I'm just gonna put him next to it, though. Plush Trap is silly. I don't know why he exists. These make sense because they're nightmare apparitions of a child who is very, very scared of the animatronics. Plush Trap should not have a toy. Plush Trap is a man in a toy of a corpse in a suit. But I don't hate him. I don't really care about him, though. I'll put him in don't care. I'm sorry, Plush Trap. He's a little cute. He's a little cute. He's not F tier. He goes in D tier. I don't know. Alright, the Halloween ones. You guys are not going to like this opinion. You know how much I like Halloween. I'm obsessed with Halloween. You know, normally when it comes to Halloween anything, I would normally put it very high. But I gotta be honest, I gotta follow my heart. I don't care about them. Because they're cool designs. They've got fire inside of them. Chica has a pumpkin. But I kind of just prefer the original designs, you know? I know. That's too harsh. I like them more than... I'll put them here. I'll put them here, because I like them more than these. But I also don't care. They tried too hard, and it doesn't feel thematically correct. I feel like it's better when they're just themselves. Alright, Nightmare Mangle. Normal Mangle is fine. Nightmare Mangle's okay. I'm just gonna... Nightmare Mangle's another C. I don't know what to say. I rarely play the mode that gets Nightmare Mangle. I think you get Nightmare Mangle when you're doing Halloween. She's okay. I don't like this design. I think it's kind of fucking lame, honestly. It tries a little bit too hard. I don't hate it, though. And I like it in different applications, like later on when they have these, the security bots in, Security Breach with these faces. It is pretty scary, but in this application, nah. I don't know. I just don't care. Nightmare Balloon Boy is silly and stupid, and I don't like him in the slightest. Like, applying these things to Nightmare Balloon Boy, but then not making him, like, withered and whatnot, like them. He's so hilariously out of place, it doesn't feel right. He replaces him in the Halloween version. Whatever, it's Balloon. Who the fuck is that? Chat, who is this? Can somebody tell me? I have no idea who this is. Someone gonna have to tell me who this is, because I can't move on unless I know. That's not an endo. That's not an endo, that's something. Shopkeeper from FNAF World. He's so silly. This doesn't look like a FNAF character. It looks like a game... It looks like a character from one of Scott's other games. He goes in there. Alright. This is another JJ. I don't care. JJ goes and I don't care. This is a Mangle that has a radio voice. I don't hate them. They're kind of silly, but it's whatever. I forget what their name is, though. Okay. Here we go. I fucking hate Circus Baby. Circus Baby is one of the worst designs ever. There is not a single goddamn thing that is appealing or likable about this character in the slightest. The really tiny teeth, the stupid clown face that opens up. I hate it. I hate her. She gets like a definitive F tier. Oh, this is Dee Dee. Yeah, I don't care about Dee Dee. You know what? No, I like Dee Dee more than I like fucking Circus Baby. Circus Baby looks like if a Baki character was a robot. You're not wrong in the slightest with how wrinkly the fucking face is. I don't know. Ballora ain't that bad. Ballora has boobs, which is kind of cool. Like, that design is almost inappropriate for Twitch. I don't know. She is kind of an unsettling thing, too. Especially compared to the others, just because of, like... She's more human-shaped, and she's, like, scary. Weird music comes out of her as she's, like, spinning around really slowly. It's just, it's an unsettling thing. I kind of like Ballora. I don't want to put Ballora that low. She's not one of these, but she's up here. Alright. Nightmare Freddy. Funtime Freddy is what I meant to say. He's stupid. He's just stupid. I think I would like him more if he didn't talk. But he is a chatterbox. And he is the dumbest sounding character in the entire series. I'm gonna put him next to, like, Toy Freddy. I just don't like him at all. I don't think Funtime... The Funtime animatronics are just not good. Okay, Bon, let's go! Like, ugh. Don't make him talk. Alright. Nightmare Foxy exists. I don't know what to say. Nightmare Foxy's section is okay. I'll put Nightmare Foxy, or I'm sorry, Funtime Foxy in D, because this is a lesser Foxy compared to the other ones, right? But it's still a Foxy. All right, this is just an endo, right? From this is what they all look like underneath. This isn't Ennard. Ennard's right here. Yendo? Hang on. I like how it's just credit cards and this guy. What a stance. He's literally just Freddy without skin. He's okay. I like him a little bit more. He's unsettling. Babies! I fucking hate babies. Especially baby animatronics. Put them in there. I don't actually hate real babies. That's a joke. But I hate the baby animatronics. Let's go back. Put them in the trash. Throw them both in the trash. Why would you even make baby animatronics in the first place? There's no... That's just so hilariously unappealing to me. Because it's like, oh yeah, all the animatronics are animals, and it's just like, hey, you know what's fun? Babies! You know? Alright, these are the puppets. They're really spooky. I don't like them. They're really fucking annoying. No, these are the marionettes, sorry. I'm putting them here. Like, they are a little freaky. They're more annoying than scary, though, but they do have a kind of scary face, just like looking at them. Those animatronics look like what happens when you peel the Cocomelon model's skin off. Oh, no! You're probably not even wrong. That's the thing. Alright. Ennard. Ennard is cool. Ennard is a really neat concept for a character because he's the insides of all the other Funtime animatronics mixed together to be a creepy clown thing, right? I think Ennard is cool. Ennard is like a... I'll put Ennard here because Ennard is still a clown and not a bear or a bunny. Let me show you Ennard. That's an objectively horrifying thing. You know? There's an Ennard doll? Sister location. Oh, okay. This does not translate well to a plush. What a terrible thing to have. Ennard looks very polite. He's not. But he is freaky. I'm gonna give him big points for being freaky. Alright. The only thing I know about this is that he gets thrown at a wall a lot. This is a hand puppet Bonnie that Funtime Freddy throws at the wall. He exists. I can't say anything about him. I don't know who that is. Scrap Baby is so fucking ugly. It's literally just Circus Baby but worse. I am not a fan of Scrap Baby. We hate Circus Baby out here. Like, I get the idea, right? Because this is Circus Baby after they leave Ennard, and then she tries to make her own body again, and yeah, she's a scary thing. But what the fuck is this? Oh, that's way better. That would have been cooler. That's scary. But again, because it's Circus Baby in any form, I don't care about her. The blob? What do you call this thing again? Molten Freddy. He's in a bit. That's a big don't care for me. That's a big don't care. He exists. I don't know. I kind of like him in Security Breach. As a concept, it's interesting. Oh, he's in a Dog Day pose. Neat. I mean, yeah, it's just... It's so far removed from something that makes sense, though, in FNAF. It's just, I don't care. Oh my god. Oh no. Scrap Trap is... Okay, hang on. Now, while Springtrap may be an S tier, Scrap Trap gets his own tier because he is so awful. It is the worst design in all of Five Nights at Freddy's. Look at this. Look at his fucking peanut-ass Jimmy Neutron-ass head. His stupid buck teeth. Why is he so skinny? He looks like a Mars Attacks villain. And... Springtrap and Scraptrap. I wonder if we have them next to each other. Okay, here we go. Well, ignore all the whatevers. But, God, why is it so far away? I'm looking for just a picture of the two. Okay. Springtrap. Well-formed, not trying too hard. Right? Scary looking, especially when he opens the mouth. You see the corpse inside. This is like a fucking goofy-ass peanut skeleton. It is the worst design ever. I don't know why the coolest looking character went from this to that. Like, I get it. It's like, oh, he's more destroyed. SpongeBob's cousin. That's, yeah. It's Scraptrap. He is the worst design. He's worse than any of these. Fucking terrible. Alright, Lefty. I'm actually a big fan of Lefty. I'm not gonna lie. I am a fan of Lefty. I'm actually gonna put Lefty in A tier. I know what I said about the puppet, right? The puppet is there. It's important. Lefty as a concept. There's something that is weirdly disturbing about Lefty to me, right? Its only purpose was to be a weird Freddy Fazbear-like thing that is to capture the puppet, right? But the puppet pilots it, you know? And of course, it's always got the one fucked up eye, right? So, Lefty is just an interesting thing to me. I can't really explain why I like Lefty so much. But Lefty is easily up there. It's just a cool thing. It doesn't try too hard. It's got a genuinely unsettling thing about it. Yo! The Trash Gang. What are they called again? Trash and the Gang? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I forgot their names, though. Let's go to the Wikipedia real quick. Trash in the Game, baby. We got Mr. Can Do, Mr. Hugs, Number One Crate, Pan Stan. Excellent. Alright. Trash... Oh, hang on. I wish I had an air horn noise. Alright. See, where am I gonna put Trash in the Gang? We all know they belong extremely high up. Mr. Can Do. That's Mr. Hugs. This is Can Do. Number One Crate. Look at him. They're all fucking awesome. Sillipedia? The concept of silliness has its own Wikipedia? I'm scared to go on it. I don't know. Alright, Candy Cadet. S tier. Candy Cadet rocks, man. I love Candy Cadet. He steals your money and sometimes tells you a really unsettling story. Oh yeah, no, easily S. Easily S. Candy, candy, candy. Give me money and I'll give you candy. He always gives you candy, and sometimes he gives you candy and a scary story. Do any of these animatronics give you candy? Does Lefty give you candy? No. Does JJ give you candy? No. Does Nightmare Chica give you candy? Absolutely not. You know who gives you candy? Candy Cadet. Easily. S tier. Helpy! I like Helpy. I like Helpy. Helpy is the one friendly FNAF robot in all the old ones, and also he breaks his neck very frequently. For my amusement. I'm putting him in B tier, because I like Helpy. I don't like him like I like Lefty, but I like Helpy. You hate Helpy! Helpy's cool, though! He helps you with lawsuits. He helps you do your taxes. Alright. What was the frog's name again? Happy Frog. Okay, I want to show you something real quick. So, Happy Frog FNAF. Happy Frog normally is, you know, she's funny, she's cute. Mediocre melodies are fun. But for some reason, I don't know why, but whenever I see Happy Frog done anywhere else, she is just... God damn. And I've seen this more than this fan animator here. Fuck, dude. Happy Frog. You're... she's got a cute voice, regardless. I like Happy Frog anyways. I'm gonna put her in, like, a B tier. If you've ever heard her in Ultimate Custom Night, she's one of the best characters. Oop. Thank you. That gamer sub's hitting good. Alright. I don't give a hoot about the pig. I don't really care about Ned either, I'm sorry. However, these two... he's a distinguished gentleman, and he talks forever, and I like him. I'm putting him in C. The hippo talks too, right? Like, I forget. I know that this one has... No, they both do. Yeah, Mr. Hippo is the one that tells you the stories. And Orville is, like, British sounding. Yeah. Hippo tells long stories about... he goes to the park and he talks about ducks for like 10 hours. Yes, Lily. Ned Bear, I don't know why Ned Bear exists. He's not even... Come on. I guess he is in mediocre melodies. Don't you just hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters? Okay, maybe I don't hate Ned as much. I don't hate Ned, I like him more than the pig. But I don't like him. I'm gonna put Ned in D. Ned's fine. Alright, the Rockstar animatronics are kind of cool. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. He's going in like... I don't hate him. He's a genuinely alright design. Like... He's kind of that in-between, like, the toy animatronics and the normal one, which I think is balanced in a way that makes sense. He does not give candy, that's true. Like, I can't help but feel like he's a good generic, like, Five Nights at Freddy's Freddy, you know? Thank you for depositing 5 coins. Let me look at all the Rockstar animatronics. I'm sure they're just all together. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I forgot that Lefty is technically one of these. Yeah, you know, if FNAF was a thing that existed in real life, this is what they would end up looking like, you know? If they were made now. Although, I mean, if they were real, they'd look like horrifying Chuck E. Cheese characters. But, you know, they would look like Junior's characters. They're not Security Breach animatronics, no. These are from Pizzeria Sim. I like all of them, though. I'm like, neutral, but not in a bad way on them. I'm gonna put them all in, like... I'm gonna put them in, like, C tier. Chica, I think, is kind of ugly. Chica's definitely the worst looking one. Foxy looks alright. They're very safe. Yar, me bird likes you. Also, he's like a nice animatronic. He actually helps you. He can still kill you, though. Music Man. Okay. This is the one from... This is the one from Pizzeria Sim. I kind of don't want to talk too much about this one because this one exists. But I'm going to put him in D tier. I don't want to talk too much about him. He's a terrible, terrible design, but it's on purpose. L Chip! I forgot L Chip had his own animatronic. He's a C. C for Chip. I have no ill will against L Chip. And also, his restaurant in Security Breach is my favorite one, so... The fuck? Who is this? Oh, this is the, like, the one that does sexy poses and gets in your way. I'm not gonna look her up on Google because I feel like Google would give me something I shouldn't be looking at on stream. But she's like the anime girl of the FNAF characters. Bro, why aren't we listening to Living Tombstone? Bro, because Living Tombstone music is copyrighted and I would get a strike for playing that music. Or I'd get my stream muted. And we don't want that. Is this just Fredbear? Is this Fredbear specifically from Help Wanted? I mean, it's scary. The picture's scary, but it's fine. I'll put him here. Alright, I think this costume is fucking stupid. I don't really like the way it looks. I don't hate it, but it's so unfitting compared to the other ones. Because it's not really an animatronic, it's more like a suit. But it's not even in the same, like, style as the animatronics, you know? But I like it more than these. Yo! Dreadbear! It's like a big hulking Frankenstein Freddy Fazbear. I like him. I don't love him, but I like him. I'm gonna put him, like, he's gonna... Nah, you know what? He gets a low C. He gets a low C just because of how goofy and funny he is. Like, it's not a thing that should exist outside of the Halloween goofiness, but I like him. Okay. Oh, hang on. We're still at Trash in the Gang. We gotta sort these. We gotta sort these first. Alright, before we talk about the bread and butter of the FNAF fandom, let's get this guy out of the way. This is the map bot. This isn't even the security bot. Free map. Free map. Take a map. Please take a map. Please. Take a map. He is actually responsible for the only truly scary jump scare in Security Breach, so I'm gonna put him at like a high C. Like, ironically, none of these are scary compared to this. This is the only thing that ever got me. Alright. Here we go. This is the big boys. Glamrock Freddy. I think everybody likes Glamrock Freddy, right? Glamrock Freddy is about as likable as you could possibly be. What I like about him compared to the others as well is that all the others are like a character, right? Yeah, Smash, okay. Yeah, I know. There's gonna be so many fucking furries because of this guy. There's gonna be so many fucking furries because of all of them. But this is gonna be one of those things that like normalizes furries. But anyways, the reason I like him is because while the others are characters, he's more just like bookish, I guess. Where he's more like, I do not think this is the right thing to do, but I don't want to, like, I don't know how to really describe it, but he's so like straightforward, and he's almost touched a little bit, you know what I mean? I like him. I have nothing but like for Glamrock Freddy. Oh, we got a meow. Oh yeah, he is a himbo. Gregory, did the beat go off? Alright. Glamrock Chica is not bad. but she is not as good as the others. She is stupid as hell. They give the other ones, like, personalities and motivations and whatnot. Glamrock Chica is like, pizza, trash, I love eating pizza and trash. And that's all of her character. However, she is a Glamrock. So by default, she's already better than most of the others, right? I eat garbage. Yeah, that's her personality. They really should have done more with her than that. I'm sorry, they really should have. I'm gonna put her down to C just because of that. The more I think about it, the least interesting one. But do I like her? I don't like Helpy more than Chica. I'm putting her in B. Let's be real. I had to think about that for a second. Alright. Roxanne Wolf. She's the best. What do you want me to say? She's hot as fuck. I saw from the promotional material how hot she was. And not only is she hot, but she's also got like a personality. Yeah, I see a lot of you. A lot of you are just like smash, smash, smash. Like, yeah, okay, it's Roxanne Wolf. Let's look up a picture of Roxanne Wolf real quick, just because. Roxanne Wolf is the only FNAF character I have ever bought a plush of. Right? Oh, also, fun fact for all of you. Sanshi makes a semi-game accurate FNAF plush if you want to go get one. I don't know if they're still available, but this is the only FNAF plush I've ever bought. It's not quite the one from the game, but it's pretty good. It's the closest you get. Are you nuts, Cake? It's Roxanne Wolf, man! Don't blame me! You can't be mad at me! Look at her! Listen, man, I know what I'm doing. I'm fine. There's not gonna be Roxanne Wolf porn on the front page. Maybe if I scroll down for another second. Either way, Roxanne Wolf is, like, my favorite, and I love her, and I want her to, kill me. And I love her, and she's my favorite. Alright, moving on. I don't like Monty at all. I'm sorry. Montgomery Gator. He is kind of cool. But out of the 4 animatronics, he's definitely my least favorite. Now, Sayu would disagree with me. Sayu is absolutely a Monty person. But, okay. I do like that he tilts his sunglasses and looks at you. But I don't like him. I'm putting him in C. I'm putting him in C. Because I like Chica more than I like Monty, even though Monty has like a character and personality. Oh, he did kill Bonnie. I'm surprised Bonnie's not here. Alright. Vanny. Vanny is not an animatronic. Vanny... Vanny is just a grown lady. Vanny's a furry, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Vanny's just a fursuiter who made her own fursuit, but she made sure to make it so tight that it accents her boobs, which is a very good decision on her part. I appreciate that. Vanny, I think, is done dirty in the games because she was apparently, like, way scarier. White woman jump scare. Yeah, that's true. This is actually the first instance of a white woman jump scare. Vanny, to me, exists somewhere between A and B. I will put her at, like, a high A. I think they do her very poorly in the game. They could have done a lot better. They could have made her a lot scarier. But I like her. She doesn't look like she matches any of the FNAF stuff, TBH. her suit is a little too well made. But I like her. Alright, Sun and Moon, which are technically the same person. They need to commit to one villain, honestly. They were going to, but Security Breach is very poorly written and was not... Worst of all, it was poorly communicated. So there ended up being like 2 different villains. One that wasn't even supposed to be a villain. Burntrap wasn't even supposed to be a villain. He was supposed to be like a weird Easter egg that they made into a villain. Anyways, Sun and Moon. Some of the ugliest design I've ever seen in all of FNAF, and that's... You can tell these weren't made by Scott. You can tell these were made by, like, different artists. They don't even look like they belong in the universe. But... do I like them? They're goofy. They have goofy dialogue. Don't call them twinks. They're not twinks. I'm sure someone has drawn them as such. To me, when I look at Sun and Moon, I think of the characters that children like. Like child FNAF fans, but older children who have the ability to, like, make songs and music videos. These are their characters, you know? See, us sophisticated adults, we know what's good. But Tumblr children love these two. I don't hate them. It's a very heavy don't care, though. I'm gonna put them in D. I'm putting them both in D. They look like they belong in Psychonauts. If they were in Psychonauts, they'd be really good and fitting, but because they're in FNAF, they just don't match. They're also way more sophisticated robots than the rest of them. Like, they can move around and fly and stuff, which is like... damn, why are the other animatronics not like that? Also, G Samurai, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. I just don't care about them. But I'm not going to put them in don't care, because I like them more than I like these. And I like them more than I like Toy Freddy or any of these. You know what, I don't hate Toy Freddy as much as I hate Circus Baby, I'll be real. Yeah, they fly! Of course they fly. Or maybe they're on wires or something, I don't know. They really don't fit in with the rest of the cast at all. Alright, DJ Music Man, Jesus fucking Christ. First off, his song... Actually, before I rank him... he has the coolest song in the game. It almost sounds like Bully music, if you've ever heard it. Like... okay, I have to actually explain this better. So, when you're actually playing the game... and you have to, like, start the area in the arcade. Basically, he's already there, but then Gregory, it forces the camera to turn around, and it's like, oh yeah, make sure he doesn't get you, and it's like, what? And then the camera turns around, and he's gone, and you're like, oh fuck, and you're like, alright, I've got to run around the arcade and start doing stuff. I'm just gonna play the whole thing. It's too good not to. It starts with this cool little like... oh, uh-oh. And then it starts up like, oh, jeez. Now I'm fucked. Now I'm gonna get eaten. Adds a little bit of synth in the background, a little bit of intrigue, you know? And the thing is, it's picking up, right? You're running around the arcade trying to avoid other things and him. And he's getting closer, and it gets more intense the closer he gets. Also, I will take the hydrate, thank you. Oh yeah! And then the percussion picks up, ooh. And then there's that weird little mystery kind of thing in the background. That's kind of reminiscent of like other FNAF songs, right? It is kind of like a Payday 2 song, you're right. That's awesome. I've never thought about that. But you're completely right. Oh yeah! We're getting funky. Where it's like kind of like an alarm in the background. Ah, that's so cool. Okay. Now back to that. DJ Music Man is a fucking scary, horrifying music spider that is designed intentionally to be one of the ugliest things ever. The song he plays is based though. He at least gets a high B tier. He gets B for based. I think his design is so unpleasant, but it's like purposely unpleasant, you know? The mini ones that crawl in the vents are kind of spooky. They stress me out a little bit. They're okay. I have no ill will towards them. My only thing is, geez, I hope I don't get caught by one. They are a lot more annoying in Ruin, though. Mamma mia, are they annoying in Ruin, because they're all, like, spidered up together, you know? Ooh, wait. Let's get this. I don't care about you, frankly. I'm just yeah. Just another thing to kill me in Security Reach's lame-ass ending. Burn Trap! Alright, in context and gameplay, he fucking sucks. You don't even get to see him directly. However, his design is absolutely killer. This is easily my favorite design of, like, I love Springtrap. Burn Trap, to me, is like the best evolution of him possible, right? He looks more like a corpse that's assimilated with a machine. He's raw as fuck. Oh yeah, 100%, 1000%. He's also really tall, which is scary. He's just a good one. I like him. I just wish that he was utilized better, right? But as an actual design and animatronic, he's S tier for me. Easily. You can see his bones, you can see his muscles and shit. Scrap Trap wish... Yeah, no, that's the thing. They went from a great design to a bad design. And then, this is what happens when you make fun of him, because then he comes back like this. There's like, you know, it's like one of those aesthetic videos where it's like funk music playing as like some muscular dude flexes real hard, you know? That's what happens, dude. But, hang on, we gotta pick a good song for... This song is called Just Add Water? I've always wondered. This is such a good song. Alright, that is the definitive FNAF tier list. However, there's only one that can be God tier, right? Make it pink because... Oh, shit, hang on. There's only Someone has to be in the god tier, right? What's your opinion on the movie designs? Okay, that's actually... I actually want to talk about that real quick. FNAF animatronics movie designs. Let's see if I can just Google it real quick. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I typed it stupid. Yeah, J Cinema actually shows them off pretty good. I think they're fine. I don't love them. They are pretty close to the games. Not completely, though. Bonnie, they made blue, which I feel like is a retroactive choice, because to me, original Bonnie is purple. That is clearly a purple man, and they made him blue. Which I don't know, it's fine. Chica looks the same, just a little plumper. They all look a bit plumper, that's the thing. This man is round. Let's see. The Endo is fine. Foxy looks the same. The thing I don't like about him is the stupid yellow eyes. I think that's the only thing I don't like. The red eyes are really dumb too. There's, I don't know why he's here walking around with that girl. Maybe he's not even real, who knows? But... oh yeah, that thing, I don't know why this exists either, but it's scary. Either way, they're okay. They're not my favorites. I like that they kind of look like the original. That's a purple man! Don't tell me that's blue. That is a purple man. Alright, God tier. We gotta get a move on. We gotta end this stream. So... all of these are in S tier for their own reasons, you know? Let's put them closer just to make it easier. Springtrap is the most well-balanced design in the entire series, right? Springtrap, I think, if you were to show someone one FNAF animatronic, it would be Springtrap. Perfect balance of the art style. Doesn't try too hard, but also tries really hard in a way that works. When he rips the face off, you can see the visible, like... I think the thing that really sells it for me was Springtrap. We have to give them all a fair shake real quick. Please don't show me porn of Springtrap. The thing that I think that really sells Springtrap is his face to me. I really... this random guy's wiki has this pretty good picture. Just the fact that you can just kind of see his mouth, right? With the bars in it. It's just, it's a scary design. It's really good. I really hope that when they are putting him in Dead by Daylight. You know what I mean? Like, we know 100% that this character is... this is the only one that could be in Dead by Daylight. So, I like him. I like him a lot. Roxanne Wolf is the furry option. If we go down that path, if we open our Goosebumps choose your own adventure path, this is the one where you're following something else that isn't as straightforward as something like Springtrap, where it's like, oh, Springtrap is a great design, it's really scary, he's actually, you know, this is him at his peak scary, right? Roxanne is hot. She's hot, she's got long hair, she's got boobs, she has lipstick, she could kiss you and kill her. She's self-absorbed, narcissistic, but extremely insecure. Honestly, I can't take furry over FNAF design that's so peak it transcends FNAF. So, wait, you mean, is that like a compliment for Roxanne Wolf, or is that a compliment for Springtrap? I don't know, but either way, she is a personal favorite of mine. If I had to pick my favorite animatronic for Roxanne can and will tickle you in 360 VR. God fucking damn it. Alright. Candy Cadet gives you candy and tells you amazing stories. Burn Trap is by far the best, even though I love Spring Trap the most. Burn Trap is a peak design. Burn Trap is something you could show normal people and they'd be like, God, that thing is scary, you know? This is tough. They all have their own merits. But it really comes down to my integrity and values, right? So, when I did the Disney tier list, and I made the God tier, Aladdin is my favorite 2D Disney movie, but I had to put Mulan above it, right? Just in terms of, like, quality and story and message and everything, right? And I have to do the same here. The easy choice is Roxanne Wolf. But I feel like Springtrap is the FNAF animatronic. I feel like Springtrap, if we're talking about this series for what it is about, this series at its core, Springtrap is the one. He just is. Now, is Roxanne Wolf my favorite? 100%. She's the best. Springtrap is an actual, like, child killer in a suit that is now a mummified corpse. And it's a scary fucking thing. It is the main villain of the series in his peak form. John FNAF himself. It is. It really is. So, I don't know if I've actually ever seen you draw Roxy. I have. I actually drew her twice. I gave her a really fat ass. And I should post that in my server again, which you should join, by the way. But either way, this is the list. Is there anything I should go back and change? I'm not entirely sure. Happy Frog is great. I like the withered animatronics quite a bit. I'm putting Chica down here. But, obviously Trash in the Gang is at the top. But Springtrap is my favorite. So, I think we're gonna call it there. We desire Busty Boy Springtrap. I don't want to draw him like that. I have drawn a fan Springtrap design that I'm very proud of that drawing, but nobody seemed to care about it. But I wouldn't mind showing you guys that picture again. Anyways, thank you guys for coming to this tier list stream. I know that it is not a normal Sunday Bunday activity to do tier lists, but the reason for that, once again, for those of you who missed it, is that on Tuesday, specifically Tuesday, I believe it's Tuesday, let me check. Yes, on Tuesday, I am doing my Sunday Bunday, but on that Tuesday, for no reason in particular. So, make sure that no matter what, that you come to that stream, alright? So, thank you for coming, and I will see you guys later.